Alright guys, Kazoo71 here on Ark Survival Ascended. I was working on my base on the last episode I posted, and this video was recorded on the 29th of October. So still a little over a month ago, guys, a couple of days after the game came out. So apologize. I mean, I recorded a bunch, just trying to show you guys every little step of the way. I was planning on trying to get a video up every day on a little playthrough, but it's next to near impossible working full time and stuff. So I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I don't have time to do it all day every day, but I try to get as many of these up as I can. So just want to kind of leave some of this in here and show you guys what I'm doing. I was kind of editing. I'm gonna edit some of this video out. It's a pretty long one, so we're going to cut it down to about 20 minutes. But I want to show you guys what I was doing. I want to leave some of it in there so you can see the graphics and stuff. This is at nighttime, so these settings are on high and some medium, but mostly high settings. This is running at this time when I recorded this one on a NVIDIA RTX 2060. That's a graphics card. Pretty good processor. I think I had an i7 core on this one. Can't remember because I'm on the new computer now. But what I'm doing is I'm going back. I took my Argentavis. It's it's getting close to daylight, so I'll go back and get those other dinos that I had tamed or claimed actually when I killed the parents and then I claimed the babies. Alright, so, I killed the parents and the mother and claimed the babies. There was a dodo and a mushop, so I'm going to come back and see if they're still alive. I'm going to grab them and bring them back to my base. Don't really need them. The dodo's only going to be good for me for eggs to make kibble, but because I don't use a lot of mods, so just so you guys know, when I play through, I try to play it through without mods. I'm probably going to add some on this one just to try them out. I've already done a playthrough on the island. You guys have seen it, so a lot of people are excited, especially on the Xbox and the PlayStation. There's the moss shops, he's still there, to have mods finally, so you can play with all these mods. And mods do make it fun, so mods are pretty cool. It's interesting how you do things, and they can change the way the game plays. So if you get bored with the normal game, you add a mod and it changes things up. Some of the cooler mods are probably not going to come out. Primal Fear, I was reading this morning from the post a couple of days ago or yesterday from the creator of Primal Fear, and I don't think he's going to put it on ASA. It's a lot of work to put a mod, and pretty much this is the same game as Ark in his opinion and his words, which I agree with. It's pretty much the same game. It's just some different quality of life improvements, and I just skipped forward to. I'm almost back at the dodo. Quality of life improvements, a couple of different changes they made to how the building works and stuff, and then it's pretty much the same game, man. Graphics are a little different. Graphics are better, but a lot of people, without the higher game cards in the graphics cards, you're not going to be able to run it anyway on better graphics. You're going to have to run it on medium or some high and medium and some low. And like with the new computer I have, I can run it on Epic, but just playing it drops the frames to like 30 per second. But it's just not pretty enough and worth it enough for me to play it in that. I'd rather throw it on high with a couple of medium settings the way I like it. So I was looking at how to craft a feeding trough there, so just so you guys know, this is what I'm doing. I didn't have enough metal. I skipped all that part. I just edited it out. I was looking in Smitty. I was looking in the Forge. I only had one metal. You need 8 metal to craft a feeding trough, as you guys are probably well aware. I don't have any on me, so I need to get some metal. And those metal nodes on that herbivore island at this point were not respawning, so there was still that glitch there. So I'm just harvesting these river rocks to give you some metal. I got a few there. No more here. We'll get more over there by the mush shop, so I know there's quite a few there. There's also a couple of metal nodes in that mountain I haven't gone to yet, but we're just going to go get the moss shop. Skipping forward here, almost back to this little spot here where you saw him last time. I just flew over some rocks that I know have some stuff. These big pillars here, I mean, they changed the way this looks too. That's one of the other changes they made. So besides the graphics, running on higher graphics cards to make them look better, try to make it look real and like real life. It's pretty cool. So don't get me wrong, I don't dislike the way they made it look. Oh, he got no berries in him. Let me see if I can grab some berries real quick. So I don't dislike the way this thing looks. I like it. It's cool looking, but it's pretty much just like I said. It's Ark, man. I don't care. A lot of people get mad at me for saying that, but it's just a reskinned Ark. That's all it is. Get mad. That's what it is. You can't get mad. You can get mad all you want, but it doesn't change the fact that that's what it is. So it's still the same game. It's just that some people call it a cash grab. And, hey, I don't care. They can call it. They wanted to make it better. I don't care what you say. Whether you think it was just them trying to make more money, which, duh, they're trying to make more money. They need more money. Or whether you think it's just, well, they tried to make some great improvements to the game. It don't matter. It is what it is. It looks cool. It's fun. I'm playing it. So, yeah, there you go. I like it. So there's always metal rocks here. These little rocks right here, these river rocks. There's always quite a few of them. This is where I like to build out on single player, which I'm on single player, but I'm not going to build here now on Ark Survival Ascended because they changed it. So my spot across the water there has a big giant rock formation where I usually build. So we're going to find somewhere else to build. I want to build it somewhere different anyway. So that one spot I'm working on is going to be kind of temporary. I'm looking for something by the water. I always want to be right by the water. So just flash forward there a little bit, almost back with the moss shops. We're going to drop his little butt in the building, and then we're going to make this feeding trough to set this trough down. And then what I need to do is I need to start ferrying dinos. I'm not going to bore you guys to death with me ferrying dinos back and forth on the raft. It could take a couple at a time, one at a time if it's a triceratops, maybe two, but it's going to take a while. So now we need to make a feeding trough. So, ooh, look at egg. Let's grab that egg real quick. Thank you there, female Rex, for the egg, the lovely little egg that we will make into some kibble later. So there is an explorer note right here. I think I might have grabbed it already. I'm just looking around here to see what else is up here too. But there is an explorer note right where I'm building at. A couple of them actually. But I'm still looking for the areas. I'm just still trying to see what's around here. Any kind of flat areas, any kind of dinos I want to try to tame, that kind of stuff. I do a lot of exploring. If you guys ever watch me, I fly around on Argentavis all the time. Even on the maps that have griffins and snow owls, and you know, you can put them on here. There is a griffin mod, there's a snow owl mod. I'd rather fly on the Argentavis. It's slower, and the reason I like it slower is I like to see things. If you go too fast, you're going to miss a lot of stuff. So with the Argentavis, I can fly pretty low to the ground. I can check out stuff. The only danger I have with an Argentavis is the darn microraptors that can jump you off your bird. And if you get too close to a Porlova, the badgers, they can knock you off the bird. But other than that, man, I can stay pretty low to the ground, see things, grab things if I want to, kill pretty much anything I want, except for a Giga. I won't try to take out a Giga with an RG. It just don't work. So collecting stuff for feeding trough, guys. That's what I'm doing right here. Yeah, don't ever try to take a Giga out with Argentavis. I did it one time just to mess around. I sent like, I had like 5, no, probably like 10. I think it was close to 10 Argentavis. So probably 8 or 9, and then the one I was on. And then I found this Giga. It was like a low-level Giga. It was like a 15 or a 20. And I sent the Argentavis at him to kill him. He killed them all. all 8, 9, 10 of them, whatever it was, they're all dead. I was just watched. I'm like, okay, that didn't work. So, no, that's not a possibility. He bleeds them out too quick. I mean, well, they didn't have the bleed effect back then. That was years and years ago, but he still killed him. His bite damage was just too bad. Took a couple of them out in a few bites. It was pretty funny. So, anywho, got enough to make a trough. Let's do this. Let's do this, man. Put this trough down here and start putting food in it so I can stop worrying about these dinos out here. And then we're going to get a triceratops from my island, and we're going to start collecting some berries. I got a Bronto, but I don't have a saddle for it yet. That'd be a smarter thing to use. But I need to get all my dinos here anyway, so we're going to get that Bronto over here. I mean, triceratops, excuse me. You guys know what I mean. Listen to what I'm thinking, not what I'm saying. Yeah, right. So I'm going to hit explore note here in just a minute, guys, and I'm just going to not talk so you guys can hear the note, and I want you to hear the sound bites of what they put in there. So I was collecting some stuff, so there you go, by hand, and with my bird. Closing the door, let's head on out, let's go get the triceratops, and we're going to hit explore note here in these bushes and trees here in just a second here. There's a couple of them here, actually, but there's one of them right here. Where's it at? Where are you at there? Still looking too as I'm flying around here. I know there's some cool spots. I really wanted to build up here. I'm telling you guys, right up here on this ledge. just can't do it. The Dillo. Yep. It's just so cool up here. This is just like one of the perfect spots. I could have done it too. Now that I know how the build works, how the pieces snap together, it would have been easy to put it up here. But it's okay. Hello, Iguanodon. Hello, my shops. Hello, Therizinosaur. We're not going to mess with it right now. There's quite a few Therizinosaurs in here, so it's cool. I'll be able to tame some of these guys pretty easy. If they're low level, I'll need a couple of them for sure. There's a note right there. There it is. Grab that.
Quite possibly the most intelligent non-human creature on the island, Trudon magnanimous is an incredibly fast learner. It understands meaningful experiences much faster than other creatures, including humans, and its social nature means it also teaches its packmates, making them smarter too. If Trudon's cleverness didn't make it formidable, then its tactics and biology would. It specifically pack hunts at night when we are most vulnerable and sees humans as its primary prey. This audacity is made especially dangerous due to its serrated fangs poison, which drains stamina from any creature, but outright paralyzes humans. Thankfully, Trudon is fairly small. Were it larger, it might well have become the dominant creature of its ecosystem. I thought Trudon simply could not be tamed until I finally saw a lone survivor with one. She told me that she let Trudy hunt a few of her tribe's smaller creatures for sport, and it eventually started following her everywhere. It seems that while Trudon is too intelligent for the rote conditioning of trank and feed, it can instead gradually gain loyalty from a social approach that provides it with the opportunity to hunt. Ever since, I have wondered at the benefits which a pack of ultra-smart, bred-for-battle Trudon may bring to a tribe brave enough to earn the favor of these clever carnivores.
I absolutely hate taming Trudons. They're Trudon, however you want to call them. Wouldn't watch my kids took me to my grown kids took me, a grown man, to watch Jurassic World live tour. It's pretty funny. They called it a Troodon instead of a Trudon. I've always called them Trudon. So, and as you can see, the Explorer note, they just called it a Trudon too, but they called it a Troodon and the other thing. So, anyhow, look at those rocks. Those rocks are funny. They're floating foliage and floating rocks. Anyway, I have a taming video. Me and my daughter, oldest daughter, did on those. We made a big pen. We would grab them and drop them in there, and we would drop these baby Rexes in there, and we would let them kill the baby Rexes. You got to get around the Rex, so they try to attack you, and they kill the Rex instead. And then that's how you tame them. You could use other dinos too, but we use baby Rexes. They were the easiest thing to do. Here's one that explored the supply drops, guys, supply crates, so you can see what they look like. I'll leave that stuff in there. Yeah, we'll leave that tripwire in there. I don't really care about it. I don't use those anyway. I never use them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on my raft here. I'm going to put the Triceratops on there. I'm going to kind of jump forward a little bit so you guys, and then what I'll do is on the way back, I'll show you guys a little bit of this water when it gets more daylight. It's still kind of early in the morning, so you can still see it pretty good, but it looks way better when it's more light. And this thing is, if you guys don't know, if you're trying to move something on a raft and you have like too much stuff close to the rudder, which is what you're holding on to, turning, the raft just glitches all over the place, man. My bird right there is making me glitch a little bit. When I put this Triceratops on it, it really messes me up. So as I'm driving the raft, I'm pointing to the right and I'm going to the left. It's kind of funny. It's very annoying too, though. So just part of the game. You just got to deal with it. That's how it is when you try to move big dinos on a little bitty raft. So, but here we go. We're moving across the water. At this point, I still had the stilly birds on here. I still have the lychees, which are the giant whale fishy things that destroy your rafts. So I did figure out how to take them off. I got a video on that if you guys are interested. Went across the water, no problem. Here we are, almost to the thing. Wanted to put it in an orbital camera here, just check it out. So I did that for a second there. So I left that part in there so you can see it. But we are here, so what I'm going to do is get this Triceratops off. And that Parasaur is running from something. But you can see I'm kind of moving to the left, even though I'm pointing to the right. I'm gonna collect some berries and stuff, get this stuff in my feeding trough, then we'll head back and I'll show you guys a little bit of the path on the way back so you guys can see what it looks like in the water. So there's a Triceratops with a baby. Don't want to mess with that. I love the way these Triceratops walk now. It's pretty funny. They did mess up the charge attack with the Triceratops. Now before, you could, if you did the charge like this and you ran at trees, you would run for 5-6 seconds or something like that. Not maybe 5, 6, 3 or 4, 5 seconds, and you would run through several trees and you get a lot of thatch. Now it only works for one tree at a time. So I don't know why they did that. It's annoying because I love the Triceratops for thatch. It still does thatch good, but it don't work the same. So now, later on, as I figure this out, my preferred method now is a stego with hardened plates, because the stego it's slower, but it'll collect a lot more thatch, and you don't have to do all this sprint thingy. You still got to dump the berries out, but yeah, it's just annoying. I wish they wouldn't have changed that. It's supposed to do quality of life improvements, but this quality of life improvement went backwards. Because the trike was one of my favorite things to use. Look at that. See, I can't even charge the one tree. Come on, get that tree, get that tree. I got one tree, and he stops. So, and trust me, I've tried it, guys. I've tried letting go of the mouse. I've tried holding the sprint. I've tried all kind of stuff to try to figure it out. I cannot make him do it. He will only sprint for, like, just at the tree you're standing right in front of, and that's it. So it hits that tree, and it won't harvest the berries, just the thatch and the wood, but it's annoying. And these are on high settings, guys, so you can see when I'm talking about the graphics and stuff. I mean, he looks like a trike on Ark Survival Evolved. It doesn't look like anything different, right? It looked the same to me. So, oh well. Like I said, people get mad at me for saying it, but it's just what it is. It is what it is. It is a reskinned Ark Survival Evolved, with a couple of quality of life changes that are good and a couple of crappy ones. The trike being the crappy one. So, anywho, I'm just going to dump some of my hands there. Went back to walk down to my bird, got on my boat. We're going to drive the boat and bird back. You can see there's a stilly bird in front of me. Like I said, they're still on there. Hate them things. That's the first thing I like to remove. And I hate those whales that destroy the boats too. I could have left them on there, but I don't even care. I mean, I just don't want them on. I have no desire to see those things, harvest those things, nothing. I can get prime fish meat from killing megalodons. I don't need to scrape the meat off of that thing and hope that I get it, which you do get a bunch. I just don't want to mess with them, so pointless. Remove them. Somebody made a comment on my remove thing this morning on one of my video on how to remove these guys. That to remove several, they did it differently, but mine still works the way I did it. So I don't know if, yeah, I'm still playing. I mean, I was on the game yesterday, and they're still not there, so it still works. No, I got the microraptors off. I got the stilly birds off. I got the lychees and the alpha lychees off. I call them lychees, but or I don't know what the heck they are. You guys know what I mean. The big giant whales. Untamable whales. They're raft killers. Yeah, they suck. Whoever idea at Wildcard to put those things on the game, that was just mean. All the people that had raft bases. They can take down any raft. Metal. It don't matter. You can build down below a raft and put stuff low enough below the raft that they can't hit it, though. You can't protect it. It's just takes a lot of structures to go down below it and protect it. So, anywho, we are back at the base. I'm going to grab some more dinos, but we're going to cut this video off here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, please make them. Thanks, as always, guys, and I will see you next time.